Hi everyone, I'm Kevin with TravelScoot USA, and today we're going to talk about our yokes on the scooter. So for those of you that don't know what a yoke is, the yoke is what attaches the seat to the scooter frame. Right here we have our standard yoke, and this basically has the insert for the seat post right down the middle in the yoke. And so that's the regular yoke. What I'd like to talk about today is our switch yoke. So as you can see, the difference between the two is the switch yoke has an offset towards the front. And this can be, since we don't have any tapering on the yokes here, it can be either in the forward position or in the rearward position. And there's a reason for this. We have a single frame. This is the escape frame. And this frame is good for people who are 3'1" all the way up to 6'9". And that's because we have different seat assemblies. We have the little person assembly, the mid-mod assembly, the switch yoke for short-statured people, the normal yoke, and then the switch yoke again for big and tall people. So what's great about the switch yoke is this is what makes our scooter so incredibly strong. Besides this triangular frame here, the switch yoke is what gives the scooter its strength. So we keep telling people when you fly at the airport and you hand off your scooter, just make sure that when you hand it off, you don't take off the seat or the yoke and just leave it like that. You want to make sure that the yoke is in there because this is what gives it its strength. So let's talk about the switch yoke for a second. And you'll see that if you are a shorter person, this gives you about 1.5 to 2 inches closer to the steering column. So if you have short legs or if you're just a smaller person, this would be a great option to get you closer to the steering column and reach those pedals a little bit more. I would suggest probably about anywhere from 4'5" to about 4'10" or so. It really just depends on the person, but they would be a good candidate for this switch yoke. If you are taller, then I'd say about 5'11", you would want to get the switch yoke. Generally, if you're that tall, you have a little bit longer legs, and this puts another 1.5" at least between the seat and the steering column, which is great for getting on and off. It gives you more leg room when you're on the scooter. This is also great for people who may not be a tall individual, but do need to have more room between the seat and the steering column because maybe they have a little bit more belly to them. So this is an absolutely great product that we have, and we don't have it online mainly because we look at the person who's buying the scooter, we look at the height and we look at the weight, and we go off of that to determine if we're going to swap out this switch yoke in lieu of the regular yoke, the standard yoke. What we'll do now is I will go ahead and get on the scooter using the switch yoke and the regular yoke and show you the differences between the three. The standard yoke. The switch yoke in the forward position. This would be for short-statured individuals. The switch yoke in the tall position or large-statured. This gives me quite a bit more room between the seat and the steering column. I have the seat post extender and seat spacer with the footrest extension kit. So this gives me a lot of leg room. So again, I'm 5'9", and this will be for people who are 6'9", let's say, because this is an extra foot. Here I have it, the lowest seat position with the modified footrest. All right, so let's just look at a little bit closer the differences between the switch yoke and the normal yoke. And I wanted to just show you the welding on here. This is TIG welding, and we have it on the top and sides all the way around and the bottom. And so this is really strong. So we have quite a few individuals that weigh over 400 pounds, a number of people who are 500 pounds, And this is what they get. They get the Switch Yoke. And I have not seen one of these break yet. Just compare that to the standard yoke, which has welding all the way around on each side. But this one has just about double the welding. So it is extremely strong. The TravelScoot does have the best strength to weight ratio. This is just a 33-pound scooter with the battery, so 30 pounds without. And this is how we can do it. It's with this tremendous and beautiful welding here. All right, so I hope that video helped you. As you can tell, the TravelScoot is not only the world's lightest electric mobility scooter, but the most adaptable. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us or leave a comment below and we'll be happy to answer that for you. Have a great day and happy scooting.